Hey everybody, it is good to talk to you again, and I hope I see you again very soon. I wanted to read you a vampire story this week. Now, it's not any normal vampire story, it's not from Twilight, any of these sort of more modern vampire stories. It is from the Yogavasistha, which is a very ancient text in the Indian spiritual tradition. The tales are told in the context of the sage Vasistha uh, instructing Lord Rama in um, the nature of the universe. So this story is a story of a vampire, and it's quite imaginative. And I hope it sort of provides a sort of a launching off point for you to engage in your own contemplation. And perhaps if you ever run into a Vedantin vampire, you'll know just what to say. Okay? So here's the story. There lives a vampire in the Vindhya forests. Once it entered a certain territory desirous of appeasing its hunger. However, it would not kill anyone even when it was hungry, unless the victim deserved such treatment. Finding no such person in the forest, it entered a city and met the king. The vampire said to the king, "O king, I shall not kill you and eat you unless you deserve it. You are the ruler and you fulfill the wishes of the needy. Pray, fulfill my desire. I shall ask you a few questions. Give me the correct answers to them." And here are the questions. What is that sun, the particle of whose rays are these universes? In what mighty wind does this mighty space manifest? One goes from one dream to another dream ad infinitum, yet one does not abandon the self, though constantly abandoning the dream reality. What is the self? The stems of a banana tree, when it is opened, reveals layer after layer until you reach the pith. What is that subtle essence, when this world appearance is similarly inquired into? Of which atom are the universes themselves minuter atoms? In what formless rock, quote unquote, are the three worlds hidden? Answer these questions. If you do not, you certainly deserve to be eaten by me. So, quite the vampire. The king answered, "O vampire, this universe was once enveloped by a series of coverings, even as a fruit is enveloped by its skin. There was a branch on which there were thousands of such fruits. There was a tree with thousands of such branches, a forest with thousands of such trees, a hill with thousands of such forests, a country with thousands of such hills, a continent with thousands of such countries, a sphere with thousands of such continents, an ocean with thousands of such spheres, a being with thousands of such oceans within him, and a supreme person who wears thousands of such beings as a garland. There is a sun in whose rays thousands of such supreme persons are found. That sun illuminates all. That sun is the sun of consciousness, O vampire. In that light of that sun, these universes are but minutest atomic particles. It is because of the light of that sun that all these other things enumerated appear to be real." The king said, "In the Supreme Self shine as dust particles, substances, concepts, or relative realities, known as time, space, and motion, which are conscious and are pure intelligence. The Self, or Brahman, though appearing to migrate from one dream world to another, does not, in fact, abandon its own essential nature, nor is it ever ignorant of itself. Even as when the stem of a banana is peeled, every layer as it is peeled off reveals another similar layer. When this world appearance is inquired into, it is seen as none other than Brahman. This Brahman is referred to positively as the truth, Brahman, etc., and since it is beyond description, it is also negatively indicated as emptiness and indescribable, and so on. Whatever is experienced as real is the reality. Though its particular form is put together by the experience, it is naught but pure consciousness. even as the banana stem is nothing but banana stem, and every layer of it is of identical nature. The self is considered to be of atomic nature because it is extremely subtle and intangible. Yet, since the self alone is, it is the infinite, and it is the very root of the entire existence. It is formless, though it appears in all forms. This world appearance is but the flesh in which the truth, which is pure consciousness, is clothed. Vasistha, the sage, continued. Having heard this answer from the lips of the king, the vampire became silent and deeply contemplative. It forgot its great hunger and entered into profound meditation. Thus have I told you, O Rama, the tale of the vampire, which illustrates the truth concerning the subtle, infinite consciousness. This universe is but an envelope or a veil of this consciousness, and it is rent asunder by a diligent enquiry into its real nature. It is in fact as real as the body of the vampire. Rama, expand the mind with the mind. Remain at peace within yourself, seeing the one infinite being in all. Like the king Bhagirath, you will achieve the impossible if you are able to remain firm in your knowledge of the truth, and if you engage yourself in appropriate action in a life characterized by effortless experiencing of the natural course of events. That's the story. I hope that your experiencing of the natural course of events is just as effortless, and I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll record another one soon. Be well, take care, stay in touch.